Okay, here we go again. So today I'm gonna be here to discuss or represent my second experiment that is called the cube test. Okay. First of all, for the introduction, this test measures the initial compressive strength of concrete cubes, which are made, cured, and tested to very specific requirements. It does not measure or predict in any unique way the strength of the concrete in the structure. The test is simply a quality control test which measures the consistency of the concrete in terms of one particular property, compressive strength, using an arbitrary test method. Testing the same concrete under different conditions, for example, specimen size, specimen shape, curing temperature, loading rate, will give different results. So we go to the objective. Here we get only two objectives. The first is a test conducted to determine the strength of concrete, and the second one is a compression strength test is carried out using cube test. The theory in this cube test is two types of tests are carried out to determine whether the concrete produced does follow the specifications given. They are compacting factor test, slump test, and VIP consistometer test, which are for wet concrete. As for hardened concrete, they are cube compression test and flexibility compression beam test. Hardened concrete test is usually carried out when the concrete is at age 3, 7, 12, 21, and 28. Concrete strength increase according to its age. So the last one, in general, concrete will have acquired 70% strength on the seventh day. So in here we have five apparatus. The first one is the concrete cube size 150 millimeter times by 150 millimeters. Sorry. The second one is compacting steel rod with size 25 millimeter times 25 millimeter. The third one is oil or grease. Fourth one, the compression test machine. The fifth one or the last one is the trowel. So we go to the procedure. For the first procedure is we have to prepare concrete with the design mix of 1 to 4 equal to weight 15.3 kilogram to make two concrete cubes and water ratio of 0.50 to 0.65. The second one, the concrete cube mold must be made from steel or cast iron with smooth inner surface. Every mold must have steel base plate to support and prevent leakage. The mold and base plate must be cleaned and applied with oil to prevent concrete from sticking to the sides of the cube. The the base plate is attached to the mold by using bolts and nuts. So the fourth one, fill the cube. As you can see, the picture is for the number 3. So the fourth one is fill the cube with concrete in 3 layers. The fifth one, every layer must be compacted for 35 times. This process is carried out systematically and compaction is done uniformly to all surfaces of the concrete. So that is the picture for the number 5. So we'll go to number 6. After the top layer has been compacted, a thrower should be used to finish off the surface level with the top of the mold should be whipped clean. Immediately after making the cubes, they should be marked clearly. This can be done by writing the details of the cube in ink on a small piece of paper and placing it on the top of the concrete until it's demolded. So it's like this only. It's like in this picture. So for the eighth one, concrete cubes are left to harden for 24 hours before the molds can be dismolded. So for number 9, after remolding, the concrete cubes are weighed before submerging it in water for curing. The weight of the cube is stated as 7.78 kilogram. Is also same like this picture, 7.78 kilogram. So the last one, the compression strength test must be carried out for concrete at age 7, 14, 21, and 28 days. So we have must end our discussion or my presentation. So the discussion, the inner surface of the mold shall be created with the grease oil because to prevent leakage during filling the concrete and to prevent the concrete from sticky to it. Otherwise, the hardening concrete tube won't realize from the mold. The ratio of amount of water to the amount of cement by weight is known as water-cement ratio. In a hardened concrete, strength is inversely proportional to the water or cement ratio. The quantity of water added to the cement while preparing concrete mixes has been known to exert tremendous influence on the quality of concrete. Water affect the durability and strength of concrete. The last one for the conclusion, and we will end my discussion. In the cube test is determine the compressive strength of hardening concrete. The apparatus of the cube molds, steel rod, hone float, compressive testing machines equal to CTM are used for doing the cube test. The ratio of cement, fine aggregate cost, aggregate and water 1 1/2 3 were used to prepare the concrete mixture after removing cube. The age of 3, 7, 14, 21, and 28 days in curing bed. The cube test can be done for the hardened concrete cube. According to our result, we were done our cube practical test in very successfully. But some of the factor, such as the first time we added water, we got dry mix, and after we add water, the concrete is too wet. The top surface was absorbed. Some water, some water from the concrete mix, the cement is spread through the air because of the wind. So that's the little problem for us to make this tube test successful. So that's all from me. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.